Hello, everyone. I'm Mark Lynd. Thanks for joining me here at the Netsync studios. Today, I have with me Dan from AWS. Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thanks, Mark. It's great to be here. Dan Mannion. I'm part of the state and local government and education partner sales business. In fact, I run it, actually. And we are super excited to partner with Netsync to grow this business together over the next many years. I'm from Austin, Texas. Happy to join you here at your SCO kickoff here in Houston, and excited to learn more about what Netsync's doing in the market.
Fantastic. Yeah, I caught your presentation. It was really, really good. So obviously, as you discussed earlier, and for our audience, cloud is a big thing now. A lot of people talking about moving to cloud or just trying to figure out how to start their journey. Mm-hmm. Obviously, everybody's heard of AWS and know about Amazon. And obviously, there's an amazing amount of value there, right? We see what the value of the company is. We hear about it all the time. But why would customers care? Why do they care so much about AWS?
That's a fantastic question. I would say it's the business value that we've been able to drive, and there's some fantastic examples of this coming out of the pandemic. So, for example, a lot of the unemployment insurance applications that our citizens were hitting in order to file for benefits during what was one of the most severe recessions that we've gone into, all those unemployment insurance applications were running on mainframes, and they fell down, with the exception of a handful that were already running on AWS. So that's just an example of when you have a massive event, some kind of change in the market, and you have all of these poor people trying to get their unemployment insurance, and the applications can't handle that scale. Well, in the cloud, they can handle that scale beautifully, and the cloud will spin up to handle that scale. And as soon as the unemployment insurance applications are done, it spins right down. Customer only pays for what they need to pay for. So it's a much more dynamic and really fair technology computing approach than having to over provision for an event that may never come.
Yeah, it's interesting because I think one of the things that customers, they hear about scale and capacity and being able to do on demand and all that, but I think one of the things is they're not sure about what type of applications go well. And I noticed you covered that really well in the presentation about what type of applications, what sectors, what industries in particular can reap a lot of value very quickly by moving to AWS.
Yeah, well, we particularly focus in the state, local government, and education markets, and we are seeing value from local K-12 school districts to large universities, to the research institutions at those large universities, and then even agencies like public health agencies, justice and public safety, et cetera. So the applications and the power of the cloud is really limitless. The only thing that limits our ability to help a customer is their imagination and what problem are they trying to solve.
Yeah, I think one of the things that really just kind of leaped off the page when I was watching your presentation was you were talking about for these, state, local, and education, all the SLED was, how they, all this on demand, they're being asked to do more with less, mm-hmm. right? Trying to get hardware now, mm-hmm. routers, switches, and all that is so difficult with all the supply chain woes that everybody's familiar with. And you're looking at year and a half lead times on those. And so, being able to go to AWS and some of the examples you gave where it was and we're talking about a couple days, mm-hmm. and they were up and going. I think those in general really stood out. We have a lot of SLED customers. They're always looking for a way to do more with less. They're always looking for ways to be able to have scale and capacity without having to have all the manpower, if you will, to be able to do that.
Yep. I can share a fun story about that,
Please.
If you would mind. So a lot of people don't know that AWS actually has a contact center in the cloud solution called AWS Connect, which became incredibly powerful when all of a sudden customers couldn't actually go to the buildings where all their call center equipment was tied to. So we did projects for customers all over the countries to spin up virtual contact centers so that their agents could handle phone calls from citizens, from concerned parents, from students, all dynamically from their houses, from a cell phone or from their own personal laptops. And one of my favorite quotes from that time was the CIO of the Department of Transportation in the state of Arizona. We were on the phone with him, and literally in 30 minutes, we spun up his virtual contact center and had it deployed to his agents. And the quote was, "This is amazing, guys. Thank you so much. In the time that you've been able to give me a virtual contact center, my team's still been on hold with Verizon."
Yeah, that's a powerful quote. And a powerful example. Yeah, it's you especially with SLED, one of the things we find is that they're helping the underserved, they're helping our young people, they're those at risk, and being able to provide that type of capability and help them through that, it's more than money, it's more than business. There's a feel-good part of that.
Absolutely.
That just it really rings true. And I think that's one of the things I find amazing about the SLED market. And obviously you must feel the same because you're you're specific to SLED.
Right.
Yeah, so I that's one of the things. So that's a great story about Amazon. So is there, as we wrap up, is there one thing that you would want the audience to know about AWS that maybe they don't know?
There's so much to cover with AWS because it literally is a data center for all of a customer's computing needs in the cloud. I would say probably besides the technology, the thing that I love about Amazon the most are the leadership principles. And it's literally something that we operate in and talk about every single day. And they are in order of priority. So it starts with customer obsession, and then it goes to ownership, and then it goes all the way down to deliver results. And we live that for our customers. That's one of the reasons why AWS has become the fastest growing technology company on the planet, is because those leadership principles ring true for our customers. We deliver for our customers. We do so in partnership with all of our great partners around the world. And that's really the impact that we're seeing manifest itself in the market.
Well, I got to say, it rings true. We obviously have a great partnership with AWS. We're really proud of it. We enjoy working with it. You saw the great response you got from our audience downstairs, and I really look forward to that. And I want to thank you for joining me today and talking to me and the audience a little bit more about AWS and all the value it creates.
Appreciate the opportunity, Mark.
Thank you.
Thank you.